My name's Nigel Seeley. Welcome along to the betting preview of this weekend's sporting action. First up, darts. It's the Perth Darts Masters this weekend, down under. Big names are over there. Paul Nicholson, local lad, Raymond van Barneveld, Michael van Gerwen and Phil Taylor all in action. They all start in play on Friday morning. And on the betting on this is very, very one-sided. If you look at the betting here, the shortest price favourite is 1 to 100. That's Phil Taylor up against David Platt. And I'm not talking about the guy from Coronation Street, but with the better odds like that, yeah, it wouldn't be surprised if he did play. The most interesting game probably was Michael van Gerwen up against Carl Anderson, the Australian Anderson. It was the guy who produced the 9-darter in the 2014 World Championships. And even so, Carl Anderson is 10 to 1 to produce a shot here. Michael van Gerwen is 1 to 19. I don't see anything other than comfortable victories for all the favourites, and I think the real big hitters will be out in force in the next couple of games. Paul Starr will provide a video update of all the matches on every evening of the tournament on youtube.com/Tungsten Tales. Just remember, this event is not televised in the UK. The boxing, the big fight, Saturday night, 2:45 in the morning on BT Sport. Austin Trout takes on Daniel Dawson in California. Trout, he comes with a record of 26 wins, 2 losses, whereas Dawson has a record of 40 wins and 3 losses. And funnily enough, Dawson comes from Perth, where the darts is happening. Bookies again, William Hill taking no chances here. Austin Trout is an unbackable 1 to 16 favourite. Daniel Dawson is 10 to 1 to produce a shock. And if you fancy a draw, I know a lot of you do, it's 28 to 1. Radio Raheem on youtube.com/seconds out will have the post-fight analysis and interviews with both fighters and all the other fighters on the undercard. So make sure you tune into that. Okay, moving on to the Premier League. Second weekend of the Premier League action this weekend, and some mouth-watering fixtures. First up, the Saturday afternoon first game live on BT Sport. Aston Villa against Newcastle. Aston Villa come here as the favourites, 6 to 4 with William Hill. Newcastle 9 to 5, 23 to 10 the draw. Last 2 matches between these sides have been 2-1 to Newcastle, and at 9 to 1, I wouldn't rule that out again. I think Newcastle are going to have a good season on what I saw in their defeat against Manchester City. Next game, the shortest price in the Premier League title favourites, Chelsea are 1 to 5 to beat Leicester, who are 12 to 1 with the draw at 11 to 2. It's just a question of how many Chelsea will win by. Diogo Costa made his Chelsea debut at the last weekend, scored on his debut on Monday night against Burnley. He's 9 to 4 to find the first goal here at Stamford Bridge, with Fabregas man of the match. Says Fabregas 9 to 2 to score on his home debut with William Hill. Crystal Palace take on West Ham. Bogey team for West Ham is Crystal Palace. West Ham haven't won here in 40 years. Once in 40 years. The last time they won was in 1992. Palace are 6 to 4 to win this game. No manager. Malky Mackay ruled out the race. Tim Sherwood is now the favourite. William Hill 2 to 1 about West Ham. 2 to 1 about the draw. But Palace on the stats look a good bet. 6 to 4 there. Southampton against West Brom. 10 to 11 Southampton. New look Southampton under Ronald Koeman. He's got rid of all the team, but what he's got left, he's got some good players. He brings in Shane Long, going to make his debut for Southampton against one of his former clubs. He's 9 to 2 to score the first goal in his home debut. West Brom here 3 to 1 to win, 5 to 2 about the draw. The last 2 seasons, this game last season, the 2 matches they played were both 1-0 to Southampton, and that is 13 to 2 William Hill to make it 3 times. Lucky for you punters. Swansea host Burnley. Burnley obviously got beat by Chelsea in their opening game 3-1, and they're the odds-on favourites for the drop this season. And what I saw in that game, I wouldn't rule that out. Swansea are 4 to 6 to win here. The team that produced the biggest shock of all last week when they went to Manchester United in Louis van Gaal's first game for Manchester United, and come back with a 2-1 victory. They're 4 to 6 to beat Burnley. Burnley are 4 to 1. The draw 11 to 4. The final game on Saturday night is the match between Everton and Arsenal. Arsenal have one eye on the Champions League. They have Besiktas in a massive game on Wednesday, and will they field a full strength side here? They're 7 to 5 to come back with Merseyside with 3 points. Everton are 9 to 5, and the draw is 5 to 2. Everton won this game 3-0 last year, and at 28 to 1, stranger things have happened. Lukaku is the bookie's favourite of 5 to 1 to score for Everton. I think this is a potential banana skin for Arsenal in this game. Next up, Sunday's match is Hull against Stoke. If you fancy goals, you're not going to see them here. Last season, this game was 0-0, and I think this could be another poor draw. Under 3 goals in the game is 8 to 13. Both teams not to score 4 to 6. I cannot see goals. If you want to look for the outcome of the match, 7 to 5 Hull, 21 to 10 the draw, and 21 to 10 Stoke. But one thing for me, my banker here is under 3 goals in the game. One game I do fancy goals, Tottenham v QPR. 6 of the last 7 games between these two sides, both teams have scored at White Hart Lane, and I fancy goals again. Tottenham won the last 3 fixtures against Queen's Park Rangers, 4-9 about a home win, 13-2 for QPR, 16-5 about the draw, but the best way to play for me is the 10-11 on both teams to score. Final Sunday game, Sunderland entertained Manchester United, 1997, the last time Sunderland beat Manchester United at home, 7-2 to happen here, 3-4 Manchester United, 11-4 the draw. That's a run of 12 matches, and if Sunderland don't get something, it'll be an unlucky 13 for them here. Can they do it at 7-2? Good time to play Man United, and what we saw last week, Van Gaal's bringing in players, he needs to get them in fast, but can Sunderland do it at 7-2? I'm not so sure. And finally, the big game, Monday Night Football is back with a bang. Manchester City take on Liverpool. Manchester City champions last year against runners-up Liverpool. Both teams have scored in 5 of the last 5 games that these two sides have played in. 8-15 for that to happen again. I think it's pretty much a certainty. One thing that is a bet, 2-2 draw. 3 of the last 5 games have been 2-2 draws. It's 14-1 to happen again. Man City are 4-6 to win the games. Liverpool 130 and the draw 5-2. My name's Nigel Seeley. Please do not gamble. You cannot afford to lose. Enjoy your punting. See you all next week.